What's good? This is YSM Sports Media. So far, it's a good card, man. Seen a lot of people hating on this. Uh, Duke Micah. Casemiro might be one of them guys that just hit a stride, man. Because he did absolutely destroy Duke Micah. And Figueroa versus Vasquez seems like to be a competitive out. All the Figueroas are the same, bro. Like, they are really the same. Come straight forward, want to land a lot of power shots, take five to let off two. Just real typical, man. Bringing my guy from the UK. What up, Dub?
How you going, Jermell? How's things?
Oh, Dub, I can't hear you. Say it again, Dub. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the mall
Okay.
fight.
For some reason, you're not coming in at all. Hey, Dub, come out and come back in, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue was. Yeah, but so far, a real good card, man. Oh, come out and come back in, bro. Yeah, so far, real good card. I will be showing the main event, both main events. So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. Not showing none of the undercard stuff, but the main events I will, because you know how YouTube will kick people off. So the only thing I ask is that you subscribe when you come in. Like I said, as soon as the first main event, I'll show it. Then I'll go off as soon as it's over. Let the undercards play, and then for the next main event, I'll show it again. But make sure you subscribe. Hey, Brandon Figueroa, he ain't really impressing me much. He's okay. Yeah, Brandon Figueroa was okay. He's not great. He's all right. Nothing really to brag home about. He's the exact same as his brother, man. Exact same as his brother. Straight up and down, no special effects. He doesn't really cut the ring off well either. But so far, this is a pretty competitive fight. But yeah, like I said, man, make sure you subscribe when you come in. Like I said, I'll be showing the main event, both main events. But yeah, make sure you check that out, man. A lot of good content on the channel. Vasquez is not bad. He's better than what I thought he was going to be. Real solid jab. Okay movement, not great. And he can take a punch. Brandon Figueroa was just like his brother, man. As soon as he starts climbing in the higher weights, dudes is going to start to knock his head off. That's just how it goes. Straight up and down like 12 o'clock. Well, I'm sorry, like 6 o'clock. Straight up and down. Now it seems like Brandon Figueroa is starting to hurt him, starting to wear him down. He may end up stop. He's a much bigger man. Like this is crazy. I don't even know how they're in the same weight class. Like Figueroa is clearly, clearly draining himself to meet that weight. Yo, add a couple people on.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, boys?
Fellas,
What up?
What's going on?
fellas,
What's
can y'all
going
hear me?
on, man?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I don't know what it is. I can't hear y'all, man. These dumbass AirPods, yo. I'm about to turn
I
these
can hear
off.
you, bro.
Da, 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 da.
What up, C-Dub?
What's going on, brother? How you going?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar.
What's going on,
What's going
Brandon?
on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling, brother. You already know. Y'all ready for the
Can y'all hear
Charlos
me?
or what?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Can hear you, bro.
All right, cool. All right, so who y'all got your money on tonight, man?
I've got a big bet going on Charlo. Jermall winning by decision. I've had a little tinkle on the draw because I think that Devi might outbox him and beat him up. But I think the decision is already fucking decided. I think they're already deciding the Charlos are going to win, so that's what I'm going for.
Well, we don't know their last double header. Someone lost. One of them lost, so we don't know.
Well, he got knocked out. That's why he lost.
No, I'm
no,
talking
sorry,
about
no,
against,
sorry, he didn't get knocked
against
out.
Harrison.
He got beat on points. It's only sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he was. It was close, but he outboxed him. I can already see they putting the screws to the kid Vasquez because they giving all these rounds to Figueroa. This is just ridiculous. Like, come on.
Well, Manuel Figueroa.
Oh no, Brandon Figueroa. Basically,
Brandon Figueroa.
Omar Figueroa, but just a younger version.
Yeah. What round's it in?
The 7th. Hey B, who you like tonight?
What's up?
I said, who you like tonight?
I like both Charlos, but I think the Banana Man has a better chance to win.
Really?
You think?
Yeah, that's gonna be the better fight. I think what's his name, the middleweight Charlo. I think he's gonna show out tonight. I think he's gonna get some respect tonight.
I feel like they're both going to win. I feel like the older Charlo. I feel like the older Charlo actually has the harder fight. You know.
I love how you said the old Charlo. What?
Yeah,
Funny about
a mint 60 seconds early. Yeah, well, well, it's easier
The
to call him
bigger,
the
the
older.
older. I don't know which one.
Yeah, because
Probably the
he's the bigger of the brothers, so it's easier to say he's the older one too, since he came out. But, yeah, I have I don't know. There's something different to me this go around with Jermell. It looks like he understands what's in front of him, and he's been training. He looks strong. He looks like, and he's always in good shape, but he looks like he's in the best shape I've ever seen him in.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
so I mean that Charlo, he has like a quality. Even though he lost to Harrison, he has shown up in big fights for him. When it's a big,
do you only think, Kwame, with that is that I mean, I remember talking to his trainer. You saying that he's the most technical boxer that he's ever coached, but he's just become the fighter, just swinging, just looking for the knockout punch all the time, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Whereas the bigger, well, I say bigger brother, the bigger brothers always look to be the boxer, and that's the problem. You know, Jermell is.
Yeah, Big Charlo is real calculated.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's calculated. He is. I mean, I tell you what.
Hey, but Rosario's not going to box. He's not boxing. He's not going to box. He's going to throw. He's just going into to throw bombs. That's it.
And I feel like one of the things I like about Jermell, even though against Harrison he was getting hit with the jab, Jermell normally always has his hands up.
Yeah.
His hands are always up high, and I mean he's gonna land some shots too, and he's when he connects, people normally feel it. So, and I just feel like also that Tony Harrison, the second fight, showed me a lot about him, because it shows that he don't have no quit in him. Because he dropped Harrison. He dropped Harrison early, and then as the fight went on, Harrison to me was out boxing him, even out working him on the inside. So I feel like Charlo, he does have some limitations in his skills, but I think there's just an it factor in him where a lot of it was determination. I had Lubin beating him. We still had that turn. It seems like for the moments he's ready for those moments. And
I mean, I lost a lot of money on that fight because I had Lubin knocking him out while beating him.
Yeah, I had Lubin beating him too. I told Derek that. I was like, he started laughing at me before the fight when I said it, but I'm like, that's what I thought. But I got to give you your props. He ruined Lubin, honestly.
He knocked Lubin off the fucking TV stage. He's never been back since.
No, he just fought on Showtime.
That was his first time he came back.
Yeah, but I saw he fought his bounce back fight against Ishe Smith. It was an undercard. I mean, I got to give Lubin his props. He worked his way back up the ranks after a devastating stoppage like that. I got to give him his props. But the guy he fought last week or whenever he fought he wasn't no big puncher, and he wasn't throwing. And as soon as he started throwing in the late rounds, because he knew he was losing, he hurt Lubin. He hurt him.
Oh, yo, are y'all watching this? This kid Vasquez, he ready to go, yo.
Against Figueroa.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Figueroa wearing him down. Yo, the size difference is ridiculous. These the kind of guys that Brandon hang out with on Friday nights, man.
What round is it in, Jermell? What round is it?
It's the 8th round.
8th round. My folks, hope so.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
C-Dub, what you think about Ennis?
Beast. Philadelphia kid.
Yeah.
He's a fucking beast, that kid.
Yeah,
absolute beast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the only one that worries me a little bit, to be honest. he's good.
The thing is, Kwame, that these guys from Philly, they're a bit weird. They're a bit strange, but they latch on to fighters that you know. I mean, look, Jermall, Ennis is a great fighter, right? You put him in space right now. How do you put it? How do you see it? Right now, how do you see it?
It would be. I think it would be a tough fight, but I feel like Spence just has too much experience.
Yeah,
and I think due to that, I think his will probably get imposed on Ennis and take him someplace he ain't been before.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also feel like Errol Spence got something to work to watch out for if he moves up to 54 and Ennis comes to 54. I feel like he'll have something to worry about. because by that time I feel like Ennis will be like maybe 3 more years seasoned. Arrow will be older, and Ennis he's for real, man. He got some skills. He's for real.
Jermell is your man from Philly. What do you think?
All right, so Boots a wash Bud. Bud is an easier fight. And the problem is that Bud doesn't do anything better than Boots, like skill-wise. Like, as skilled as Bud is, it sounds crazy, but as skilled as Bud is, Bud doesn't do anything better. And he has no physical attribute over Boots. Like, Boots is taller, Boots is faster, Boots is stronger, Boots hits harder. Like when you start measuring, Boots has everything over him except for experience. So in about a year or two's time, it'll get ugly. Like, Bud can probably get him now, but in a year or two time, if you give him like a Josito Lopez or a Ugas or a Collazo, you give him 1 or 2 dudes like that, he'll just go in there and just dog walking. Spence, depending on how he is after the accident, Spence will be a little bit harder because of the way Spence fights and the size. Mm-hmm. Even though Boots is a little bit bigger than Spence, Spence is still a solid guy melting himself down.
Yep.
But he doesn't have the bad habits that Spence does, though. That's the thing. Spence parties and hangs out with rappers. This kid just fought and was already back in the gym 2 days later.
Yeah. Hey, who's he with, Jermell?
That's complicated.
Okay.
Same situation. I saw
he fought on Showtime, but then he's not PBC, so that's what I was like.
Same situation as Bud. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same people involved in everything. But yeah.
Yeah, business can be messy, but he got a ton of upside though.
Ain't that boxing? It's full of stories like this, man. Great prospects, good kids get swallowed by the business of boxing. Hopefully, this situation, gets resolved and he signs with somebody, top shelf, to where as though now these guys can't duck him no more.
Right. I wonder what they would say about the battle for Philly before Danny Garcia, because I don't see Danny Garcia being able to beat him either.
Danny would be a tougher fight than Bud. I'm trying to tell you. It's just the styles. It's just the styles. Danny's really good at punching when you punch.
Yeah.
So you ain't never really going to just wash Danny. Like, even the guys that we thought beat him, they didn't wash him. You just don't wash a dude like that.
Mm.
See, Jermell told me earlier he got Danny stopping Spence. What do you think?
Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, he's from Philly. He's riding his Philly dudes again. And, I get that with Jermell. He does that.
I'm actually not a Danny Garcia guy.
Well, you might not be, but you're a Philly guy, so.
Nah, man.
I mean, tell it. Come on, Spence is still the 147.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question, Dub. How's Spence looking to sparring?
What I've seen and what I've heard, decent.
He hasn't sparred. I heard he hasn't sparred. He's not sparring until Monday.
He hasn't sparred yet. See?
What, for Monday?
Hmm?
Yeah. So I guess what they're thinking is that he's damaged or he's hurt, and that's why he hasn't sparred as of yet. He said
he hasn't sparred as of yet because of his mouth.
Right, his mouth, right.
But my thing is, how do you know how he's going to be when he hasn't even been getting hit? Come on.
Hey, bro, but hey, Spence should beat Danny Garcia though. Like, Spence should beat Danny Garcia.
I just
Spence
think
is at least a 3-1, 4-1 favorite.
You say that. Y'all hype his skill up, man. Spence is an ABC fighter, man. All those
He
Derek
should
James
be.
fighters are ABC fighters.
Spence should. I don't think he's gonna stop Danny Garcia, but he should win like a 8-4, 9-3 type fight. He should win a wide decision over Danny Garcia.
I feel the same way because I was at the
what should
the
happen.
Ivan Redcouch fight with Danny Garcia, and it's true. I saw it live. He really does only have one gear. I was disappointed watching that fight live.
Hey, yo, just to let y'all know, I will be showing the fight a little bit late. As soon as the main event comes, I'll show it. But
Okay.
I ain't bothering with the undercard. And this
Hey,
boy
I'm telling you though, I
Figueroa,
think the Banana Man's gonna be a good fight, man.
nah, he's gonna get destroyed.
The Banana Man and
Ooh,
Charlo.
shit. Yeah, they stopped
I
it.
think Figueroa's just knocked the fuck out of him.
Figueroa stopped the kid.
Yeah, good.
As soon as he steps up in competition, it's a wrap. Just like his brother.
Oh man.
I saw his brother get his ass whooped a couple of times.
Hey, by the way, what do you think about Josh Taylor tonight? I mean, he fought that Filipino bum, but he beat him.
Said a first round knockout, right?
Yeah, first round knockout. What do you think? I mean, personally, I think he beats Ramirez. I think he beats Ramirez. Not easily, but he beats him. Steps up to 147.
I don't know. He can't. I don't think he can do anything at 147.
I mean, I think he steps up to 147. He could give Bud the rest of them a good fight. I think the only fighter at 147 he doesn't beat is Spence. That's it. That's my opinion.
Hey, C-Dub, you know who I think's gonna be who I think's the sleeper at 147? Ortiz Jr.
Really?
Ortiz Jr. is gonna be a monster. He's
Really?
gonna knock. I'm telling y'all, he's gonna knock a big name. Once he fights a big name, he's gonna knock one big name the fuck out. And then people are gonna be like, okay, this guy's serious. He's gonna knock somebody the fuck out. That's like a big name.
This typical Texas in the building.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys. We have a lot of minor title holders,
Brandon, you from
stuff
Texas?
like that, but they're not that good. This guy is fucking good, man. We got San Antonio we have like 2 title holders, but they're not that good. We got a guy named Barrios. He won the title. I think it was at 140 against that Russian dude, but he got a gift.
Ooh, Mario Barrios?
Yeah, he's not, but he's all right. That's what I'm saying. He's okay, but Ortiz is the fucking. He's gonna be a beast, dog. I'm telling you, Ortiz is a fucking beast, dog.
He's your typical.
Virgil Ortiz is gonna be a monster, dog.
He's your typical solid Mexican fighter,
dog. He has world class power, bro. He doesn't have just your basic bullshit power. This was world class.
You need to be showing B that. Brandon to get excited saying that. Yeah.
There you go, C-Dub.
Hey, just to let y'all know, I will be showing the main event. Just make sure you subscribe when you jump in here. Right now, we're just going to have a talk during the co-mains and the undercard. Brandon Figueroa wins by stoppage.
Get that back.
That's daddy sack right there.
Jermell, he's a fucking stonehead. You look at the fucking bag he's got. Look at that.
Oh, B gets it in, man.
Hey, but if Danny Garcia beats Spence, man, dog, I will never doubt any Philly fighter again. But if he stops Spence, man, that's some shit.
I didn't say he's going to beat him. I said stop him. Remember what I said? Stop him.
All you in here now, I'll put all your money on Spence beats him. Even though he come back and everything from the character, and I'll put you now. Spence beats him. Because Danny Garcia is very, very average. Very average. Very, very average.
Honestly,
very average.
Will be at least
he's a B minus C plus fighter. He's a C minus B plus fighter. That's what he is.
What'd you say, Dom?
He's a C minus B plus fighter. That's what he is.
You said C minus?
Yeah, he is. No, sorry. C plus B minus.
Dub. He's a B level fighter, Dub.
Really?
Yes.
We'll go back and watch.
John League was good, baby. How you?
Kwame, what do you think? Is Kwame gone?
Hey yo, what do you call Spence? Because I don't think Spence is an A-level fighter.
He's definitely an A-level fighter. He's definitely an A-level fighter. He really is.
What has he done to be an A-level fighter? Oh wait,
Beat Kell Brook.
oh,
I'm here. Hold on.
He beat Kell Brook.
Yeah, he's here.
He beat Kell Brook. He beat Kell Brook.
come on, man.
I mean, Kell Brook is the only guy that beat Sean Porter convincingly ever.
Honestly, I think Danny Garcia. Yo, look, Danny Garcia. Real talk. He's on the top 5 welterweight. That's who he is. He's not a top one or two guy, but he's like on the, you know what I mean, right around the top 4, top 5. That's who he is. And that's who Danny Garcia is probably going to be for the next 2-3 years, however amount of time.
That's fair, bro. I agree.
Yeah, and this is gonna really like hurt his. I feel like hurt his career if he loses this fight, because Spence coming off an accident. There's no more of him trying to sell people when he's hosting a fight, saying like, I want to prove I'm the best in the world. If you lose to a guy who, as Jermell is saying, ain't sparred yet, right? You know, and came out of an accident, you know, then I think that puts him low in the totem pole at 147, because he's lost. That's going to show he's lost every step of fight.
Mm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Hey yo, but this is what I want though, right? What I want is when Spence gets stops, no excuses, Kwame.
hey, if it happens, it happens. The likelihood of that
I'm gonna
happening.
just make sure.
Jamil, do you want to bet? Jamil, do you want to bet on that?
I'll look out for
Jamil, do
you
you want to
if
bet
you might
on
be on
that?
suicide watch.
Jamil, do you want to bet on that?
If Spence
right
gets
now?
stopped, you know I'm going to get so much heat on social media. So I mean, if it happened, it happened. But I mean, that doesn't even enter my mind of it happening with Danny Garcia.
It won't.
Like, if Spence gets stopped by Danny Garcia, that means he needs to retire.
Yep.
Because
I want to throw that bet out now. I'm telling you now. You want to put it on now, Jamil? You want to say that? Let's have that bet now.
I think Spence.
I told you who it was, though.
Jamil, you think that? Do you think he beats him? You think he beats Spence?
Mm-hmm.
You think he beats him?
Bro, he's not going to beat Spence, dog.
Yeah, Spence,
right. I like Danny Garcia's dad, dog. And Danny Garcia's a decent fighter, but he's not going to beat Spence, bro. He's just not good enough.
Yeah, he's just not. And that's what I'm saying. If somehow he gets knocked out, that means he needs to retire, because I've seen Danny Garcia hit Sean Porter with flush shit in their fight. Because in that fight, Sean Porter outworked Danny Garcia, but Danny Garcia landed the cleaner and the cleaner, more effective punches throughout the fight, and Sean Porter didn't go anywhere. So
yeah, I saw Earl Spence hit Sean with flush shit too.
Yeah,
hey,
but that's Spence, my point.
Spence is not unbeatable, though.
No, he's definitely not unbeatable. No, he's not unbeatable.
Because Porter was putting hands on him, and that surprised me. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, but
I was kind of surprised at the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was definitely
I don't think Spence was right at that point, though.
No, Spence wasn't.
Here we go.
Partying.
Here we go.
Yeah, straight up. Spence was partying way
too
much. Dude was partying. Listen.
Oh, Blu-ray. We didn't have Blu-ray.
It's a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, it's a bunch of different stuff, man. No matter. Listen, numbers don't lie. So you could try to say, oh, Blu-ray this when Spence was.
Hey, tell me about Blu-ray. I want to know about Blu-ray. What's that about?
Okay, so that's his strength and conditioning coach. I mean, if you're from Texas, I think you would know that. That's his strength and conditioning. Yeah, so that's his strength and conditioning coach. So just remember all the time, like when Spence was fighting, like Algieri and Bundu and all these guys, everyone was saying he was on steroids. Remember that? There was a period of time where they kept saying he was on steroids. Well, he was training with this guy, goes by Blu-ray Fitness. And if you go to the guy's Instagram page, or if you go to, this guy is a phenomenal personal trainer. It just is what it is. And this was a time when you would see Errol Spence look like a fucking G.I. Joe. That's why he looked so dominant. I'm not saying his skill didn't have anything to do with it. What I'm saying is that the type of power and shape that he was in, especially when he fought Kell Brook, like that's a very telling fight. Because if the Errol Spence who fought Sean Porter fought Kell Brook, he would have lost. If the Errol Spence who fought Sean Porter would have fought Kell Brook wouldn't have got stopped. But you saw Spence when he went into the Mikey Garcia fight. The first time he took his pictures with Fox with his belt, he was flabby. He was super flabby and soft, and that's when Crawford and them was dissing saying he was fat. He was just doing way too much, and then he admitted it as well when he stated that he used to, just like Jermell just said about Ennis. After the fight, he in the gym 2 days later. Spence used to be just like that. Then it went to 2 weeks to a month until when he got a fight date, and he was just dealing with a lot of fame. I mean, that's what it is.
You get money like that.
Get the best of dudes, man.
Right.
You get money like that. That shit is different, dog.
And that's the difference why people have to give Floyd Mayweather his credit, because he had more money than all these guys put together and would have the craziest situations around him, but was always in fight shape, always focused, and knew that boxing was number one for him. So I would say that the version of Spence we saw against Garcia and Porter, like, I don't like that guy in a matchup with Crawford, but every other fight before that guy, I had stopping Crawford, and I think it's a big. I think this fight is just gonna be very telling, because Spence now is in terms of weight, his weight is correct going into training camp. He's not cutting. He's now at this point he's working on strategy and skill. So, this fight is very important for him. It's important for both fighters, because if Danny loses, that throws his career way off.
Hey, so your favorite fighter, Bud Crawford's fighting Brook November 14th. That's like official, right?
I haven't heard anything from Eddie Heard yet, but we're hearing sources say
it's not official. It's not
official.
It's not official.
Jamil,
Yeah.
but what do you? But I think that's gonna happen for sure, though. What do you think, Jamil?
It is.
It's happening. I think
it's going to happen for a couple of different reasons.
It's not official, though.
Terence Crawford fans are not going to like what I have to say about this. Bud Crawford, the reason why they're choosing Brook is a name that is very flawed. If you notice Bob Arum, the Bob Arum effect is pick a name that you know that you're going to beat. Amir Khan. Right. Kell Brook.
Yep.
Yeah, those names meant something in the division 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
But both of them have defects.
Yep. Guy has 2 eye surgeries, ain't fought at the weight class in almost 3.5 years.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep.
And the sad thing about it is you still want to see the fight because you haven't seen Bud in there with somebody that's going to test him.
Somebody have like a phone or something going. It's like there's an echo.
What's that echo? Who's coming in here?
Yeah.
So, if we can get the version of Kell Brook that fought against Errol Spence, if we can somehow get that guy, Crawford gonna be in for a long night.
Kwame, we know that's not happening though. I mean, Spence is going to be. You look at Kell now. He's going to be struggling to get back to 147. I mean, the size. I know he's in shape now, but come on. I mean, he's been fighting at 154 to get back to 147. Bud's just cherry picking right now. We know that. He's cherry picking the name. We know that. We know that.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair that he gets to just keep living off of Spence's name. It's like
Yep.
he's making himself relevant. It's like he's as popular as he is now because he's attached to Spence the same way Pacquiao was attached to Mayweather. It's the same. It's the same thing. A lot of people don't want to admit that. They want to be emotional, say, "Oh, well, Spence is ducking and blah blah blah." I mean, how can you say that? And this fight's not even officially made yet. As long as the negotiations be going on. So, is it really the fighters or is it the business going on behind the scenes with him and who he chose to sign with and the plan that they have for him? Because I mean, how does Sean Porter say that he's on the phone with Bud and they were stating that they had some type of plan? He had something going on right now, some kind of plan going on, and that's why they can't fight. But at some time in the future, like, what's the plan? Well, like, y'all can't even make this fight. It ain't even made yet. So, I mean, this is the plan? I mean, so I think it's more the business. I don't think Crawford is cherry picking anybody. I think Arum has just lost a lot of money with his pay-per-views. That's my personal opinion. I think the balance sheet is red after his pay-per-views, what they project and what he does, and they're being cautious about how much money is in the bucket for him going forward. And they definitely can't put him in something dangerous where he take a loss because ESPN and the whole Terrence Crawford thing is banking on fighting Errol Spence. That's what it's all been about. Anytime Crawford went to ESPN from the beginning, they were trying to ask him about fighting Errol Spence, or the time that Errol Spence went to First Take, they just disrespected Keith Thurman when he had 2 belts. Max Kellerman just dissed him and was like, Crawford. So there's been an agenda for that fight. So I just feel like they don't want to put him in nothing too dangerous. We're talking about, I'm not saying Bud, because Bud's a dog and he'll fight whoever he has to fight. But I feel like Bob is just manipulating the situation with that, because
personally, I think the between all, I mean, you're talking about Bob there. I think they're all the same. I think all of them, they're struggling with boxing right now. I mean, when you're talking about money, where's it coming from right now? Because all of a sudden, with the coronavirus shit and everything else, you're waiting to see what these guys are doing. You talk about Eddie Hearn as well. Do you think that these three, who are the big three, is any one of them any different to the rest of them? So Eddie Hearn puts all the bullshit in. He's talking about money and everything else. Do you think there's any difference between Bob and the rest of them?
Well, I can't say there's any difference between those two, but I could say there's a difference with PBC because they already have a schedule out and they're putting fights out and they have pay-per-views out. So there's money. They don't seem to have an issue. We don't know where the money's coming from, but these fights are happening. They've been announced a long time ago. They've been officially announced with the schedule. So it looks like Bob and Eddie Hearn, the zone is going broke. That's why that's happening. And Bob doesn't have any. The issue is Bob used to be able to do what he wanted because he had all the fighters. The business was different. They were all a lot of people under his stable, and he just did whatever he wanted to do in terms of making the terms and putting guys on the shelf or whatever he decided to do with guys to manipulate how things would work out to be best for him overall. And then Al Heyman came and did a completely different business model, and more people went over there, and it just kind of screwed up the way he was doing business. That to me, that's why the post-out pay-per-view didn't do well. Yeah. Al was giving free fights. Thurman, Porter on CBS, right? Spence on the fighting after the Dream Team for the Olympics. You see all this stuff on free TV, and then here comes Bob Arum saying, pay for Terrence Crawford and Victor Postal on pay-per-view with HBO. So, I mean, they handled him wrong the whole way to me.
Oh, it's Terrell in here.
Real fast, y'all.
Terrell.
I got to go. I'm about to start showing the Jermall Charlo Sergey Deferchenko fight. Feel free to join in again, but I got to start it all over. All right.
bro.
Are you gonna? Is it gonna be the same link, or you send out a new link?
I'm gonna send out a new link.
Okay.
Looking forward to that, man.
All right.
Good luck. All right.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, boys.
Mm-hmm.